what's another minute, I guess. We have
Yes.
all 5 commissioners. We have Gloria itching to type away. Connie and Matt are sitting about 50 feet away from me.
Good distancing.
Big time.
I just saw Gloria nod to me and tell me that it was 1 o'clock. We're at least very, very close to 1 o'clock.
No, it's not 1 yet. It's 12:59.
It's not 1 yet.
No.
12:59 and 30 seconds.
Ooh, somebody's
Wow. God, this. And then they.
It's 1 now.
Yep, 1 o'clock now.
I agree 100%. The meeting is now
Wouldn't want to get
open,
started early.
and we have the reading of the meeting minutes of July 29th. Are there any additions or corrections, changes to the meeting minutes? Hearing none, may we have a motion? How about Commissioner Correa?
I move that we adopt the minutes for July 29 meeting.
I second.
second.
Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. The next matter on the agenda for our consideration is the consent agenda. Does any commissioner wish to have a article on the consent agenda taken off the consent agenda? Hearing none, Commissioner Drexler.
A motion to approve the consent agenda as
Mr. Chairman,
Second the motion.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, this is I represent the Delaware Association of Alternative Energy Providers, as you're aware from the previous meeting.
Excuse me,
I'm
sir,
auditing-
you have to identify yourself for the court reporter, please.
Frank Murphy.
Yes, this is Frank Murphy, a lawyer with Murphy and Landon, and I represent the Delaware Association of Alternative Energy Providers. I wanted to alert the chair and the commissioners that I went on the website and there was no information listed for this meeting, for this virtual meeting, how to call in. Now, you know, I have prior experience with the commission, so I called the commission and got the call-in information so I could participate, but it's not on the website, and I confirmed that when I made the call earlier today. So I wanted to alert you to the fact that the information to allow the public to participate was not posted.
Mr. Chairman, this is Raj, Executive Director. May I respond to that, please?
But not quite yet. 1 second. Mr. Murphy, I would point out that the agenda was posted on the website, and that on the top of the agenda, it has the toll-free call-in and access number for anybody who wishes to participate in the meeting. Dr. Brewer.
No, you just
I stand.
you just responded.
I stand corrected. I'm sorry. It is on the top of the agenda. I see it now.
Mr. Murphy, no problem whatsoever. I do appreciate the fact that you thought of that, and I'm glad you weren't successful.
So I
okay,
apologize.
so
It's on the top of the agenda.
No apology necessary. Okay, with respect to the Commissioner Drexler.
Yes, motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I second. Commissioner Gray.
Any discussion on the motion? Hearing no discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. We're going to start the regular agenda now, but first we have Commissioner Drexler would like to make, I guess, a presentation.
Yes, I just wanted to share with you the following, which is a note that I received from a woman who lives on Campbell Road in Greenville. Her home is midway between the path of the tornado and the straight line wind event that occurred a week ago Friday. I asked her if she wouldn't mind if I shared this with you all. And what she said was, I was extremely impressed by how quickly Delmarva responded and got the power restored. The storm left Greenville in shambles, and yet we were only without power for 48 hours. Heroic effort. Besides that, all the crew that we talked with were polite, helpful, and seemingly tireless. Well done, Delmarva. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Drexler, and obviously
Commissioner-
Delmarva Power and Light. Commissioner Gray?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Welcome back, Commissioner Drexler. I think you also were impacted pretty much by the damage out in the county. And Delmarva and the governor did stage a tour of some of the most significant damage. It was extraordinary, nothing like I'd ever seen before. And what amazed me is, and I compliment Delmarva, is that they restored this power safely under the most duress and circumstances, just having come from southern Delaware and continuing their good work up this way. So kudos to them. I think they did a great job.
Thank you, Commissioner Gray. I happened to drive up Route 52 on Saturday afternoon, and it looked like Sherman had marched through Atlanta, Georgia was just crazy. Everything was devastated. And so, as I said, Delmarva, and also, by the way, the Delaware Department of Transportation was very helpful as well. So it was a great team effort, and we'll hear more about it, I'm sure, in the near future. On the regular agenda, the first matter is in the matter of the application of Sussex Shores Water Company for a general increase in water service rates and to reissue its general tariff. We have proposed order number 9629, and we have an esteemed member of the bar from Sussex County, Mr. Jamie Nutter.
Good afternoon, Chairman Winslow and members of the Commission. Jamie Nutter with Parkowski, Girk, and Swayze on behalf of Sussex Shores Water Company. On June 28th, 2020, Christine Mason, President of Sussex Shores Water Company, is also on the line if any commissioners have questions of her. On June 28th, 2020, Sussex Shores filed an application seeking Commission approval for a general rate increase. Sussex Shores' existing rates were set by the Commission in 2008, and pursuant to its application, Sussex Shores is requesting an overall increase of $223,322, which represents an increase of 13.19% over current rates. As part of the application, Sussex Shores is also requesting approval to reissue its general tariff as PSC 2 with certain changes as detailed in the application. Also, Sussex Shores is requesting approval to implement an interim rate increase effective August 27, 2020, subject to refund. Sussex Shores petition was filed on July 31st and requests approval to place an increase of $111.94, just slightly less than 50% of the applicant's total increase, into effect under bond. And the applicant has requested that the Commission grant a waiver of the surety bond requirement, given the company's more than 60-year history as a Delaware public utility. And the waiver requirement is consistent with the treatment accorded to other Class A water companies in recent rate proceedings. I have reviewed the proposed opening order 9692. The company is prepared to publish the notice as directed therein and to coordinate with Hearing Officer Kenton with respect to the scheduling of further proceedings in this docket. And so Sussex Shores is therefore requesting Commission approval of proposed order 9692 as submitted. along with the form of the public notice. I'm happy to answer any questions if commissioners have any.
Thank you, Mr. Nutter. Mr. Geddes?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, thank you. You have before you the memorandum from Lisa Driggins dated August 10th, 2020, which is the staff's analysis of the application. You also have the order before you, 9629, which suspends the rates, designates the hearing examiner, and allows for temporary rates under bond under Section 306. Staff helped draft the order and believes that it's an appropriate form for your favorable consideration. Ms. Driggins is available for any questions you may have with regard to either the application or the proposed order before you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Geddes. Ms. Iori?
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, if you don't mind, I'll speak for the DPA today.
We have we haven't heard from you.
So the DPA has reviewed the proposed form of order and agrees with Mr. Nutter's recitation and asks for your favorable consideration of Order 9629. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Slater. Commissioners, do you have any questions of the parties?
I move that we adopt proposed order 9629 as presented.
I second it.
Any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Nutter, and thank you, Mr. Geddes and Mr. Slater. Next on the agenda is the hearing schedule, and it reflects that we have nothing on the hearing schedule, so that is an easy component of our agenda. Do we have anybody on the telephone that wishes to make any public comment? Dr. Brewer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. I have no comments other than a request. I think for the purpose of our court reporter, we usually note if the staff attorneys are present. Is Mr. O'Brien present?
Yes, I am present, thanks.
And Mr. Walsh?
Yes, I am present.
Thank you. That's all I needed, and the next commission meeting is September 9th, 2020, same time.
Now, on September 9th, will we all be present, or are we going to be on Zoom?
Well, we're not sure because the governor's executive order expires on September 4th, if I'm not mistaken. So the best I can say right now is we will update you as we get closer.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Brewer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Commissioners, anything further? If not, the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank